of the Syracuse attack last week, and you see the numbers there in what's been just an illustrious career for her so far. Samantha, you look at the Stony Brook side of things, and this is a team that is a little bit younger, a little bit more unproven, but they can get it done on offense and defense.
And you look offensively first at Ellie Macera. She's one of their new it girls. She's versatile, she can dodge from different places, and Coach Spallina says she can play anywhere on the 8. So this is going to be interesting to see who matches up against her defensively. Then you look at Claire Levy, and flat out, Coach Spallina says this is a top 5 defender in the entire country.
Well, Stony Brook graduated Allie Kennedy last year, and they think Ellie Macera as a sophomore is someone that can definitely step into those shoes and is capable of picking up the load offensively. From a Syracuse side of things, it's a first-year head coach and Kayla Trainer, one of the best to ever put on a Syracuse jersey, but now leading the charge from the sideline and is off to a pretty good start with that 2-0 record. Charlie Campbell gets the start in net for Stony Brook. It was a little bit of a goalie competition for the Seawolves throughout the preseason, but it's the Virginia transfer wearing number 57 on the far right side, and then the far left side, Delaney Schweitzer. She's gotten both starts for the Qs so far. Coach Trainer calling her number yet again. And we're just about ready to go here on a busy day inside the Dome. The men's team with a loss to Maryland earlier today. The women's team in a top 5 battle, trying to get out to a 3-0 start. It'll be Mashesky and Verholst at the opening draw control circle on that Block S logo. Just awaiting the signal now, and we're underway. Quick whistle off of the first draw control list for Syracuse for quite some time now. Can't win the opening one, though, as Stony Brook sets up in their offensive zone, working it around. Zapolsky, the Albany transfer, controlling for SBU. Syracuse sporting that zone defense, as they so often do, Sam. It's a tough unit to crack.
It's tough, you need to be tactful to do it, but guess what? They must have been watching some.
Q, first possession for the Seawolves, and goal number 1 as they hop out to a quick 1-0 lead.
This is a Stony Brook team. Yes, they are young, but they work together. They feed off of each other's energy, and they are selfless. You are going to see a lot of assisted goals today.
And Muscles last time out against Binghamton, a 23-goal output. But they're still searching for their first one here today against the number 4 team in the country. This time it's Carney playing it back up top.
And here we see the first yellow card of the game. A little bit too much pressure there, and to the neck no less. And this is what I'm talking about today. Again, it's a matter of being able to pressure out, but also staying calm, or else it will result in those yellow cards.
Harris-Chuck buries it off the free position. The Stony Brook mistake, and Syracuse wastes no time to cash in.
And no one worse to be on that line than Emily Harris-Chuck. She is a villain from the 8-meter, and you can tell Charlie Campbell upset with that one. Bounced right off her leg. Not a whole lot you can do about that.
Sam, if you're Charlie Campbell, Stony Brook team that went 16-3 last season and didn't lose a single conference game. Quick shot, quick score. Stony Brook takes the lead. Macera again.
That wants to rush in transition. The Seawolves, they are taking their time, they are relaxing, and guess what? It puts them up 2-1. Plenty more action to come.
Tough way to start the season for Syracuse. And Stony Brook modeling after that starts their season today against the number 3 team in the country. Tyrell makes a defender fall to the ground, and her sister capitalizes. She had 6 versus Stanford, 5 versus Binghamton last weekend, and she's back for more. The sister-to-sister connection.
Nothing better than seeing that. You know they both have lacrosse IQ, but since they're sisters, a little bit of additional.
Or if they're content to milk it down. Schwartz turns on the Jets and works it up ahead. That's Savannah Schweitzer. Tyrell, a nice give and go.
Seconds. Apparently, that is all. Plenty of time. And we see here the Tyrell connection yet again, but it's the reverse this time around. Love to see it. You know that Syracuse is the kind of team that in high-pressure situations.
Roll for quarter number 2, and is back for more on the offensive end.
And I think especially for a team like Stony Brook, being able to go up against top 5 contenders is so important.
Harris Chuck bouncer. It's 4-2 Syracuse.
Third game in. You take a look at this, it just shows Carney, the vision she has. Emily Harishuk in the right place. 3 Stony Brook defenders there. No one even able to put a stick on it.
It's almost like pick your...
In the dome today, and it's nice to see on both sides. Hoping everybody has fun.
Syracuse looking for more. The Orange are certainly having fun. It's Savannah Schweitzer who goes top shelf. Gives
to get dangerous. Still early in the game, only a 3-goal lead, but this is where we feel Syracuse starting to have all of the energy on their side. And you remember last year, all of a sudden things got very out of hand.
Like this one. Sabella and Macera playing catch at the 12-meter arc. Now the shot on goal. Reyna Sabella with the laser. Trims the deficit right back to 2.
I always say, 3 goals or more, things can tend to get a little out of hand. They push that lead down to 2. Reyna Sabella, right place, right time.
Have the look on net. Sophomore Mitty opts to go backwards with it instead, with 50 on the shot box still. Hampel finds a cutter, scoop shot, score!
And that's what else. It pays off this time around. Pulls the ball out quickly instead of taking the shot. Wide open look right in the middle. And it's Macera who is able to dip it right in.
And that's a hat
play on those ground balls. Missed it on the first round, and then a little bit too much pressure, too much heat.
Harris shut down on the doorstep. Meg Carney buries it home.
The selflessness is beautiful in one way or another. The way they are able to pass the ball, move the ball. Emily Harishuk had a look there, but she knew Meg Carney had a better one.
She practically drew a double, definitely a double, maybe even a triple team.
But I think maybe a little bit faster of a pace could be helpful because this is a Syracuse defense that plays a zone. They're aggressive and they move quickly. You gotta move quickly with them. I think they might have just heard me.
Oh, they beat the zone that time. How about that? For Syracuse, who collected a couple of goals through the first 2 games last weekend. Sam Swart on that right alley. Now down low, Carney. She lasers it in. Meg Carney pushes the SU lead to 2.
A big goal to start the second half, especially mentally, and you see that ball movement that we always talk about. 1 pass, 2 pass, and Carney right in front. But check out that fake. She gets a better angle. Much easier for her to score. You see the fake here, and now she finds a better angle. Not much Campbell can do about.
Who's going to step up on this defensive line, but they've done their job today.
And still that defensive unit is led by Sarah Cooper. It's nice that they have one veteran.
Point blank range. We got a 1-goal game.
The momentum shifts, and you start to see Stony Brook get some of their mojo back. Point blank shot, and this is why it's tough when you switch out goalies. This is Kimber Howard's first shot she sees, not necessarily an easy one. Sidelines, a perfect, beautiful open look, and they can't connect.
Harris Chuck dumps it down low for Carney. Now to the slot. She finds Twine. Meg Tyrell, how do you do? A 2-goal Syracuse lead, 8-6.
Their game was potentially about to be tied, and now Syracuse with a 2-goal lead, making them pay for that turnover. Carney, vision, and who else? Meg Tyrell has to shove it in your face when you make a mistake.
3rd game of the season for Meg Tyrell, Sam. That's her 3rd hat trick. In the quarters by only 3 goals. The 2 quarters before that, they lost by only 1 goal apiece. They've been on the doorstep for so long. Ellie Macera's on the doorstep there. 1-goal ball game.
The new it girl. No Allie Kennedy, no Taryn O'Miller, no problem. We're using the Young Guns to our advantage. Right on the doorstep, not even a great angle either. And
better in practice. He said we didn't have anyone that could D up Allie. Claire Levy could. A game-changing defender. Stony Brook trying to create some separation. They tie the ball game.
You can feel the change. 3 quick goals in a row here, and all pretty much right on the doorstep. Sabella marked up, no problem. She can take it anyway. The girl that does it all.
So didn't see a ton of playing time in that the player in front of her is one of the best netminders in the nation.
I might even say the best.
Whistle comes before the shot. Does it count? It does! Stony Brook takes the lead. Not for the Orange. Off the reset, it will be Olivia Adamson who has it. From behind cage, tries to find a cutter and does! It's Meg Carney. We're on
draw circle, they switch it up to Harris Chuck, they win that draw, and then Carney, easy money on a free position shot. That's her bread and butter.
Carney kept it herself and went bottom shelf. Not much you can do there. No.
Syracuse turnover that you see a Syracuse player really drop a ball.
Carney with the slow trot. Here's Adamson. Yes, sir. Syracuse takes the lead.
And there you see a change of momentum once again. Syracuse today. A lot of ball movement from X. Really utilizing that X spot, especially having Carney back. Finding Olivia Adamson, the freshman, and she's fired up. Can you blame her?
Sam, this game starts into the game. Tyrell now accelerates down the right alley. Little dump off pass from Megan. Bounces it in.
Stony Brook right now, I am thinking about how are we going to stop not only Meg Tyrell, but the Tyrell sisters. We need to have an all hands on deck situation, and I know that Charlie Campbell wants that one back. Meg Tyrell always putting it in the right place, but it didn't have a ton of heat on it. Just a little bit of finesse, the right around.
Here and there season opener. Adamson on the right alley. Tyrell takes a defender with her. Right back for Adamson, you bet! 12-9, Syracuse.
And it's the composure, more than anything else, that stands out to me. Seems like on every single play, a Tyrell is involved somehow. You mix in a little bit of Olivia Adamson, a freshman, why not? It's the perfect storm. Of time, lacrosse is a fast-paced game. It's a matter more of taking advantage of the opportunities that you do get.
Well, a prime opportunity here, down on the doorstep. Oh, a pretty goal. Cuts it back to 2.
Stony Brook said, we can do that. You see some of the ball movement, a little bit of a low pass, but still able to recover from it. And a quick goal. Right in front of the net, great angle, and doing it with some pressure.
Instead, it's Macera straight away, top of the 12-meter. Back for Zapolsky. There's that give and go. A Stony Brook goal. Kyla Zapolsky makes it a 1-goal game with 5.5 to go in the 4th.
The most important goals of the entire game. 2, maybe 3 times we've seen these feeds inside from Stony Brook players, but they haven't been able to connect. No longer. They finally found that answer they've been looking for, and it comes in the form of Kyla Zapolsky.
Well, the ball is in the stick of Harris Chuck, and the clock hits 000. The Orange survive a thriller inside the dome. They take down the number 4 Seawolves 12-11. Stony Brook falls to 0-1. Syracuse improves to 3-0. 4 goals for Megan Tyrell, 3 for Megan Carney, 2 for Emily Harris Chuck. Syracuse gets the last laugh in a game that was back and forth all day. A big thanks to our entire crew with Samantha Croston. I'm Johnny Gadamowitz, Syracuse 12, Stony Brook 11.